So with the car having 600 odd horsepower, seemed appropriate to uprate the brakes. So after thinking about it for absolutely ages, I finally decided to go for the 034 two-piece discs. And first thing you notice is they really are like insanely light compared to OEM discs. There's not a lot of people out there doing reviews of these, so like I say, it took a while to decide on them, but I am hoping the lightness and the fact that it's kind of like the vanes are pointed in the direction of the rotation should help with high speed, high heat braking, but time will tell. But yeah, they look really good. And then I've got a load of other goodies to go with it. So I've gone for EBC blue stuff pads on the front and back. Gone for some braided stainless brake lines from HEL. Again, I was going to go for the 034 ones. Ended up going for these initially because they're a bit cheaper, but you can also change the colour. But to be honest with you, the quality seems really, really good, and they look identical, so they should be all right. And then to finish it all off, I've gone for the Motul RBF 660 brake fluid. So hopefully all that will be like a noticeable improvement. And then as soon as I was doing like a big order, I thought, well, let's go for their transmission mount insert as well. So again, fingers crossed I'll actually notice that, but I guess I won't know until I do some draggy runs. So yeah. So we're about 2 months after I recorded that video of me unboxing all the bits for my brakes. So basically I went to the garage pretty much after that, got the EBC blue stuff pads installed, and just out of the bat wasn't really that happy. I did a lot of reading into the bedding period, which I meticulously followed. I went out a couple of evenings, doing the 6 stops from 70 to 30 and 10 from whatever it was, right? Easily like 2,000 miles on the car with the brakes rather. And don't get me wrong, up to sort of 70 miles an hour, they were great. They were way better than the OEM brakes. But anything like high speed, one stop and they were shot. You'll probably see in the Auto Top NL video, like that was their biggest criticism, was the fact that the brakes were just getting way too hot and vibrating the whole car. So I actually managed to send them back under warranty to EBC. They were quite good, and I ended up going for Endless MX72 Plus. I think the blue stuff are rated to, 550 degrees C. The Endless, I think 750, so in theory like way better for high speed, high heat braking. I've now had them on for about 500 or 600 miles, again fully bedded in. I'll insert a couple of shots now. But yeah, the Endless pads compared to the blue stuff are night and day. I'll drop a video here of me on the Autobahn with the Endless pads, doing a brake from about 130 to 80 miles an hour, and that's like 40% brake pressure, and it just works like when you need it, and they don't vibrate. I could just do it again and again, and likewise, like doing almost an emergency stop, they're amazing. So definitely recommend the Endless pads. The blue stuff, I can't name a single pro about them. They squealed like at low speed. The brake dust was insane. Like running them for, even the first sort of 300 miles, 400 miles, a couple of long journeys, the calipers and the wheels were caked in brake dust, really hard to clean off. These Endless pads, I've now had them on for, like I said, 600 miles or 1,000 or whatever, and there's like nothing in comparison. They don't make any noise. There's a bit of a noise if you lightly apply the pressure at high speed, but from what I've seen, that seems to be kind of normal for sort of track pads. So yeah, I'm very happy with the Endless pads. I will say though, EBC, to be fair to them, are very good with their like handling of warranty claims. they've obviously built up like a big customer base, and they kind of don't want their reputation to be ruined. But personally, I wouldn't recommend blue stuff to anyone. I've seen a lot of people have good things to say about yellow stuff, but the blues, not for me. And likewise, JXL Performance, who I got them from, massive thank you. They were like absolute sound sorting it out. So yeah, I think without going for like a big brake kit on this car, this is where it's at. So yeah, sort of 2k for the brake discs, and then sort of 600 quid for the pads. What's that, half price of a big brake kit, and if I had to put a number on it, it's probably like 3 times the braking power. I think there's a video on CarWow of a Stage 3 B9 S4 running the same discs. It doesn't say what pads. I'm assuming they're probably the DS2500s from Ferodo, and they do like a braking test with that against a Lamborghini Huracan, and it basically outperforms that. These pads, these Endless, even better than that. So realistically, like, do you need a big brake kit? Probably not. The one thing to bear in mind though, they're obviously not carbon ceramics or whatever, so they will still get hot after being abused. So I have actually gone and installed some OEM Audi brake ducts just to try and channel a little bit more air to the discs. It's kind of hard to tell the improvements because I kind of went straight for the Endless pads and put the cooling ducts on at the same time, but I've done a couple of high-speed brakes, one after another, and I mean, like I said, on the EBCs I could maybe do 1 and that was it. Now I'm doing sort of 3 or 4 and they're still performing. I'll post a video after this basically showing how to install it. Kind of took the inspo from someone else on YouTube, but yeah, it's such a cheap modification and there's literally 0 cooling on the S4 standard, so anything's going to be better than nothing. So yeah, hopefully this video sort of helps anyone who's got an S4 like this and doesn't really know what to do with their brakes but knows they need to do something. If it was me, I'd definitely recommend just going for the 034 discs, get braided lines and these Endless MX72 plus pads. Unless you've got the budget for like a big brake kit, this seems to be the winning combo for me. So yeah, look out for the next video.